we need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show where we talk about sports with comedians. And since our resident comedian, who's almost always here, is overseas, name is Howie Bell, we're gonna wait for him. Meanwhile, let's bring in Mr. Rodney Perry. How you doing, Rodney Perry?
Frank, how are you, sir?
I'm all right. Another hat, bro, for another day, huh?
Hey, man, I can do a hat every day for many days.
You know what? You gonna make me pull out my hat, man. That's what you gonna make me do. You gonna make me pull out my hat.
Hey, man, let's flex your game, flex your hat game.
You know what? I'm gonna flex it today. I'm gonna do that today. D Jones, what's happening, bro? See what I'm saying?
Oh, what's up, fellas?
Hey, why D had to come here with the R&B look?
What's up,
man,
hey? What's up?
My man Jason Hayes in the building too. I'm fucking ready to pull.
Why Jason picture look better than ours, man? I don't like this. I don't like it one bit.
I'm gonna tell my wife.
D Jones coming in looking like Neo bandmate.
Please, my blue hat in the box. Break it down here, please.
He came in like Neo first wife.
He's looking like Neo bandmate.
I'm saying, like, if we gonna do that,
Rodney, I told Rodney yesterday he got to stop with them hats, man.
Yes, sir.
He keep out hatting us.
Hey, at least Rodney left his purses in the closet, though. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, y'all, we doing that. That's what we doing. All right, hold on one second.
Y'all gonna have me pull out my baby hair.
Don't pull out the
He didn't mute it so his wife can go get a hat.
Hey,
what happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Jay? Can
I
you
gotta
hear
come
me?
back.
Okay.
what happened, man?
I don't know. Can y'all hear me? Can you both
Yeah,
hear
I
me?
can hear you.
Yeah.
No, okay, all right. I don't know why he can't hear me. Maybe because I touched the button or something, you know. But I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that. And
I don't know why y'all gotta flex your hats because I'm wearing my hat.
Yeah, yo, you making us do that, man. You making us do that. Jay, can you hear us? Can you hear us good today?
Yeah, I lost sound and everything for a second.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I want to make sure you do that. I'm gonna flex on y'all in a second, man. I have my wifey go get my hat, and I don't wear it hardly ever. But Roddy's making us feel kind of,
How's Miss Bernadette doing, man?
Go get me one hat, baby.
I only got one because them things is expensive, boy. I was like,
They are expensive.
They're expensive, but
I got this is one of my collector's items right here. I had this one made. This one has got all the names of the comedians around the brim.
Hold on, let me that look like a custom. You know what? Pull that hat down here. Let me see. Wow, Rodney Perry.
And all around the brim has all the names of great, some of the greats.
Yeah, that's cold.
That's dope right there, bro. That's cold-blooded there.
I don't wear it because it's really too small for me, but I like it. It's like a piece of art.
This came from the bras of Patti LaBelle and
Jill Scott. It's the Philly. It's a Philly for
that's a nice hat. That's a nice hat.
Aretha Franklin weaved this hat.
That's the Philly in Detroit. That's what that is. The Philly in Detroit. All right, so let's go ahead and get the show started. Rodney Perry, we got you up first, man, because we got to talk about something, man. There's been a lot of talk, Rodney Perry. There's been a lot of talk about, and this is the hot topic, is will LeBron James retire right after the season and become an owner? And people are talking about that because there's growing momentum around the league that LeBron James could retire and immediately transition into ownership, becoming the face of the Las Vegas expansion franchise. Rich Paul may be selling Clutch Sports to help him fund the bid. What you think about that, Rodney Perry?
I mean, it's not a far-fetched idea, but I don't anticipate LeBron walking away now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think he's got this season and maybe another season because I heard Stephen A. Smith say this and a few people say this. I put it like this. LeBron wants to go on a farewell tour. He wants to go around the league and say bye to every stadium with all the fanfare, all that stuff. I think he wants that. Mm-hmm. And so, but he will be in the doing like kind of what Michael Jordan did with Charlotte. Mm-hmm. And despite what we said about Charlotte, it was a profitable team, and they made a lot of money. And I mean, LeBron is already a billionaire while he's playing, so why not?
Interesting. You're saying why not? I'm Rodney Perry. I'm saying that there could be a lot of people who could be salty about this because he literally is a player. But let me see what the other guys say. Let me see what D Jones thinks about this, because D Jones, we do have players in the NBA who would feel some kind of way about him retiring right after the season and becoming an owner. How are you feeling about that? What's your take on that, D Jones?
Man, I would love it, man. See a black man own an NBA team, another black man own an NBA team. I think it'd be dope, man. I don't think this is, like Rodney said, LeBron might be the most look at me over here person. So ain't no I'm finna retire at the end of this season. He won't, and a well-deserved farewell tour. Like, man, you know how much money he'll make on this tour, how much money NBA would make if he said this is my last year. So no, this is not his last year. But once he retires, I can see him owning the team. And I think
for sure.
Yeah. So you can't see him doing it this season. All right.
No.
Matter of fact, LeBron might buy some people at the end of the season.
Yeah. He gonna go find Delonte West.
LeBron is I think he's buying foreheads. He's gonna buy Stephen A. Smith's forehead at the end of the season.
My goodness. See, yeah, I was gonna comment on that, but I'll leave that alone. I'll leave that for y'all. Jay, what's your take?
I agree, with Rod and D, man. I don't think he's gonna retire abruptly. If he's gonna be a team owner, the way these things work, I think that deal's already worked out on some level, some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's probably like a window in which, that's already agreed upon. It's all right, LeBron, if he's going to be an owner, he already knows if he's going to be an owner or not.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll finish this season. And I think that he'll do that farewell tour, so people would know for sure that's hitting for the last time. But then again, the way folks be hating on him, he might just drop his pants and kiss my ass. I'm up out of here, man. Forget all of it.
Wow. But and you know what, Frank? I think they did this deal that, like, when he went back to Cleveland after the Cleveland owner did all that smudge and all that stuff. When he went back to Cleveland, I believe that deal was done then. I think he really was in the market to be an owner back then.
Rodney? It's funny you say that, because the next thing I was going to bring up about this topic was there's a lot of back deals that go on behind the scenes that we don't know about, like that Kawhi Leonard situation that's happening right now.
For sure. And anybody could do that.
Yeah, anybody could, but you're at risk if you try to do it, risk losing your bid. You know what I mean, Rodney?
What's the risk, though? What's the risk?
It's already a done deal.
Rich people don't take no for an answer. They go around.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He only has to be approved by current NBA ownership. If they say we want to be an owner, he got the bread to do it. It don't matter about, you ain't risking nothing. It's a done deal.
Jay, you got to go in and come back out. The connection don't look that good. It's actually pretty bad. Okay, so Jay, so let me ask you this, Rodney Perry. Rodney, with the merger that's happening, with the Paramount merger and the Warner Brothers merger, and this is not the greatest analogy and everything else, but it's all about consolidation. You know what I mean, Rodney Perry? Could it be like a consolidation type of thing behind the scenes in the NBA, Rodney Perry?
I mean, it could always be. I mean, there's always backdoor business deals. Right. So could it be? Absolutely. And from what I understand, they're merging with Mr. Marcus and all his guys to really to kind of find some way to consolidate. So I wouldn't be mad at it right now, and I look forward to seeing where it ends up.
All right, so D Jones, that brings me to you, man. D, at the end of the day, there are a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. There are a lot of deals that go made and everything else. Do you think Clutch Sports had a hand in trying to make this thing be the topic to move forward, with the power that Clutch Sports has? You think that could be it?
Man, Clutch Sports is the Illuminati of sports.
I can't hear D Jones.
Is that true?
Of course they did. Like, man, LeBron and Rich got their hand in a lot of stuff. They're making a lot of money. And when he retired, I think he gonna make even more money. So
Mhm.
yes, to answer your question, hell yeah.
Okay, so he said, "Hell yeah." Let me bring Jason in. Jay, my question to you, bro, is literally it's a topic, the hot topic type of thing. You know, people are talking about that LeBron is doing some stuff behind the scenes, everything. I think it's a lot bigger than LeBron. I think it's LeBron, and I think it's Clutch Sports. Now, honestly, here's the caveat. I think it's a couple of other NBA owners who are trying to, because they want the expansion team. You know what I mean? I think a couple of NBA owners want the expansion team so it can lease up some of the hit as they pay the players their cut. You know what I mean? The more owners there are, the more less they got to pay out. That's the way I think it is. What you think, Jay?
I mean, it's always a done deal with these things, man. You know, because it's like that new apartment building, man, that's going up, you know, with all the condos and stuff like that. Before the building's even built, like 20% of them have been pre-sold already.
Right.
Because they already reached out to the money people to make sure that they got a foundational floor, to make sure that they got at least enough money to finish the project, kind of thing. So they've already approved Las Vegas as an expansion city, and they've already approved Seattle as expansion city. So we already know that they're going to expand the league by 2 teams whenever they decide to do that. Now, in terms of Rich Paul selling Clutch Sports, I think he has to sell Clutch Sports because he can't be an owner and be an agent.
Right.
So, and the thing is, I don't see Bron making that kind of move without Rich Paul being a part of that whole thing. I mean, that's why they did everything, man. You know, like build that generational wealth situation, and there's nothing more like that, you know, than owning professional sports teams.
And Frank,
Yep.
Did they even consider the amount of baby mamas that'll be made if they put a team in Vegas?
In Vegas?
This gonna be wild.
The baby mama, huh?
Like in Seattle, you cool. In Vegas?
No, you're not, because Sean Kemp proved that you ain't cool in Seattle.
But that was one person.
Right. You got a point, sir.
In Vegas?
Hey, listen, D, in Vegas, they might legislate sterilization.
Wow. Hey, guys, you bring up so many great points, man. And to be honest, man, I'm not as well versed in the business, but I used to be in the adult film industry for many years, and when I was managing Cherokee, and she was talking about going into ownership, and it was good for everybody involved. So I think it'll be good as far as LeBron goes for everybody involved.
You hear what he's saying, D Jones? You hear what he's saying? He managed Cherokee. You catch that, D Jones? He managed
what?
He managed Cherokee. I want that one to pass. Jay, I don't know. Jay, did you hear Rodney Perry said he managed Cherokee? Did you hear that?
Did he?
He said I managed Cherokee and Jay the Fire, but that just very, very short time.
Man, good job.
Great job. Because
you're better than Rich Paul.
Yeah, he had a better roster than Rich Paul for sure.
That's a fact.
Let's not forget either that he made them both famous. So well done, Rodney Perry. Well done, Rodney Perry. You did a great job.
Salute, sir.
Salute. All right. So because we were talking about that, we talked about the NBA. The other hot topic, Rodney Perry, is honestly it's crazy, but it's hot right now because the New York Knicks are not doing that well, Rodney Perry. So at the end of the day, a lot of pundits have been talking about this all season. And the question is, are the New York Knicks misusing Karl Anthony Towns? Because at the end of the day, he's a pick and pop, big man who comes out from the top. He shoots great. The other game, 2 games ago, 1 game ago, he only shot 5 shots, but he hit all 5. You know what I mean? He was 5 of 5. And everybody's complaining because the Knicks are slipping.
I mean, I think guys are overreacting. I think we still got a lot of season left. Carl's going to have a great end of the season. The Knicks are going to have a great end of the season. I said it yesterday. And how about this? We call Karl Anthony Towns soft. We can call the Knicks. We can accuse him of misusing this young man. But how about this? It's a new league, man, and the softer guys are winning, man.
Ooh. D. Jones, did you hear what Rodney Perry said?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about Cherokee and Jay the Fire, though.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I had to go do some research on his client.
IMDb.
And I
Um,
would have pulled up a picture, but I didn't want to, I didn't want to have to take the pictures down.
I can say I seen a few.
yeah,
Is it,
thank you.
okay, all right. So anyway,
What happened to the era where the big man called for the ball? Like, you the biggest dude on the floor. Go down there and say ball. Like, I don't understand. I think it's got more to do with coaching. Like, I don't think Mike Brown's the right coach for the Knicks, because even though I think they got the same record they had last season, they played a little bit harder with Thibodeau. He shot 4 of those shots in the first half, and he only shot 1 in the second half. So that's between the coaching, your point guard, and yourself. Go get a rebound and put it back.
All right, I agree with that part. Jay, there is an issue with this big man in New York. What's your take on that, Jay?
It's a team issue, man. They got a point guard who's a shoot first person.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard for the big man to eat, man. He gonna starve when that point guard feel like he the one who got to take 50% of the shots.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because that means that everybody else dividing up the other 50. So I pulled their record up. They are 3-7 in their last 10 games. And it's not
fast and slipping fast. Don't forget that part. And slipping fast.
Yeah, and it's not just that they're losing, like they getting smacked.
Mm-hmm.
So that's usually a sign, of a team, that's not vibing with each other. So they got to fix it, man. Now to say that they're utilizing Karl Anthony Towns, if all he gets is 5 shots, bro, that's your answer right there. Because in terms of talent, he is the most talented player on that team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He can shoot the 3, he can post, he can spin, finish either hand in the paint. There's no more talented player than him, but he ain't the person that gets to drive the team. So they gotta holler at that point guard, in my opinion.
All right, so I want to take a break for a hot second and show y'all, like, I can also stunt on him too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can stunt on him too. You know what I mean? So, Rodney Perry, I just want you to know, it's my only hand I got. But
nice.
Ain't this dope? I got this in Atlanta, boy.
That's fly right there.
Yeah. I had to get it. I was trying to get it blue and white because I'm a Sigma, but
did you get a bag too? You get a bag?
Oh, bag, box, everything, bro. I got the whole. I'm about to buy me another one, Rodney Perry. You got me on I'm gonna buy me another one, boy.
Why not, man?
Hey, Rodney, Frank look like he hand rolls cigars in Santo Domingo.
Frank is a little halfway Puerto Rican. You're right.
Arroz pollo, papi, huh?
Don't get mad at me because when I shave, somebody always come up to me speaking Spanish.
Really?
Somebody comes to me speaking Spanish. It never fails, especially in Boston. You know what I mean? It never fails. Hey, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasó, papi? Never fails.
Hey, papi, hey, listen, man.
They start talking, I lose the whole. I be like, what y'all talking about, man? I don't know. I mean, I want to just throw this one more thing out there, man, because before we get to my mid, I always do a mid question. We have this hot discussion about who's gonna make the finals. We haven't done it with Rodney Perry. Rodney Perry, let's talk about who do we see expect to make it to the finals. And Rodney, do me a favor and don't pick the Detroit Pistons, bro. Don't.
Oh, you ain't got to worry about that.
Oh, okay. So
Rodney from Chicago, bro.
Rodney, who do you see as the two teams in the NBA Finals, and why, if it's not Detroit and if it's not OKC, if besides those two teams, because those are the two favorites.
I mean, let me tell you something. The league it's a lot of parity in the league right now. Mm-hmm. So everybody is not necessarily going to be the people you think it's going to be. I still like Denver coming out of the West. I still like Denver coming out of the West, and I still like Cleveland coming out of the East. Wow. Cleveland, to me, can get hot. New York Knicks can get hot. And it all matters how healthy you are. I need the last few weeks.
Rodney brought up some interesting points because health is the whole thing. Denver probably won't even be in it if obviously the Joker gets hurt. And the Joker ain't even playing like himself, because I saw him play the Celtics the other day. He didn't even look like himself,
He's been out a lot, though.
Yeah, he has been.
But the Joker kind of play hurt anyway. He look halfway hurt all the time.
Yeah, he does look a little different. D. Jones, I need your two, and don't pick the Pistons and don't pick OKC because I know the Pistons is your team. Besides that, who you got? Who you expect to make it to the finals?
How you gonna tell him not to pick the Pistons?
His brain gonna shut down.
Yeah.
The Pistons.
And it's funny how Rodney always on stage talking about how it's Cleveland and the Knicks. Always on stage. No, it's not. Okay, it's gonna be the Spurs. They just proved something to me the other night. They play hella defense. They can shoot that three, and if SGA don't come back 100%, I'm picking the Spurs. Now, if he come back 100%, then it's a different story. But they keep losing to the Spurs. And in the East, since I can't
so you picking Wemby?
I'm picking that team. That team played tough. Defense, they
tough,
shoot
man.
the three well.
And the NBA would love that too if Wemby made it.
Now the Pistons, because they like 28th in 3-point shooting, 32nd in three-point shooting percentage, they still the number one team in the league. I'm going with the East Side Detroit Pistons. Okay, I can't pick the Detroit Pistons. I'm gonna pick the new bad boys. How about
He
that?
stones.
Did you just bring some French?
Yeah. Detroit.
You cheating, D. You cheating. All right, Jay, can you stick to the rules, stick between the white lines, and give me two teams that you think could make it to the finals besides OKC and Detroit Pistons?
Well, OKC better hope that somebody beats San Antonio before they have to deal with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because styles make fights. But I agree with D. Jones, man. The Spurs look the most dangerous to me because they're big across the board. Wemby is the tallest dude in the world, right?
You seem like
And now you got Castle, who's like 6'6". You got Vassell, who's like 6'7". You got Ron Harper's kid, who's like 6'6", 6'7". Like their guards are like taller than 6'5". So, and they guard and they compete. So I would take them coming out of the West only because Jokic's been hurt all year. Other than that, I'd be like Rodney. I would have Denver as my dark horse. Coming out of the East,
the Pistons not even favored to get out the East.
Yeah,
for real.
No, we like third. They got Cleveland and somebody in Boston ahead of us.
I'm telling you what's gonna happen.
I can't believe in Cleveland though, man. Because they got Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, two dudes who don't really do nothing in playoffs.
Yeah,
wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow, that hurt.
You know what I mean?
And the Knicks suck.
Hey,
the Knicks are dangerous, man.
I picked the guys that picked the best looking women. Let me tell you something. James Harden know what he's doing out there in them streets.
Rodney, he paying for what he's doing out in the streets. Don't get it twisted.
It all counts.
No, Rodney got a point.
That's
Rodney
why you get rich. You get rich so you get.
That's right. It all counts.
You don't pay for the women. You pay for them to go home.
Rodney got a point because Donovan Mitchell, he got. I can't even front. He got. Point. You got a point.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the question: who got the best looking women, Detroit or Cleveland?
Hands down. You ever seen Cleveland women? They look like mechanics.
With Fred Flintstone feet.
Yeah, come on now.
Cleveland women look like mechanics.
They all smell like gorilla. Okay,
all right.
Wow.
Jay, can you read the disclaimer for the humor mill? Jay, can you please give me the disclaimer? I can never put it together.
Now we can't go to Cleveland.
The views expressed by Damian Jones and Rodney Perry are their own views. It is not reflective of a human meal or box seats.
Thank you.
Although JD does find that hilarious.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Jay.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Shout out to Lima, Ohio, though. I had a lot of fun in Lima.
So before I move off of this topic and everything else, could this be the year, guys, that we see two surprises in the finals? Could this be the year? Because there is a lot of parity in the league. There is a lot of parity in the league. Mm-hmm. Anybody?
Minnesota.
I'm gonna say that's a big fat hell no. After by the All-Star team, the teams that are gonna be there have already showed their faces, already showed their head, and I think that's done. That's why we keep saying the same names over and over. Mm-hmm. You know, even the people that really know what they talk about are saying the same teams. So I don't think nobody gonna come out of nowhere and you know and be like Rudy and his team.
Okay. All right.
I think
Anybody
it's
else?
gonna be. Listen,
Anybody's the surprise.
yeah, anything
Except,
can happen, man. Cause that West is loaded, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't think anybody's taking Minnesota to be in the finals. But realistically,
Yeah.
Minnesota could make the finals.
Yeah, they could. They could.
Like it's that wide open to me. Now the East, I mean, you know, it's like three. I mean, it's honestly about three teams that can really get there, realistically. But if a team like Orlando can put it together,
Philly.
get to the playoffs and make a run, Philly, you know what I'm
Philly.
saying? I mean, I think that would shock anybody.
Boston would
Oh,
make you just have a
oh,
heart attack, wouldn't it, Jay?
I'm gonna shoot myself in the head if Philly make it. Let me tell you something. Philly booed Santa Claus. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
If Boston make it, I'm
I
not
see.
watching basketball.
All
If
right, let
Boston make it, I ain't watching no NBA playoffs,
Straight.
no finals
right.
this year.
Okay. I like that. That's the way I like it. Rodney
Not
Perry,
saying that they can't make it. I'm just not watching.
Rodney Perry, this next question, I thought of you when you said it. I was like, this is a great question for Rodney Perry to answer. And Rodney Perry, you're going to know why in a second. I want to know who are the best top 3 rappers who you would trust on the grill. And the reason why I asked that question is because when I met you, Rodney Perry, I met you was on the grill. Remember that cookout way back?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know where it was, but you was cooking out.
Hey, first of all, you can't trust everybody on the grill.
That's right.
You can't trust everybody on the grill. I mean, and let's go. Let's jump right into it. David Banner. It's something about David Banner. I just trust the guy.
Mhm.
He seemed like a good guy. He seemed like he'd make his own sauce. He seemed like he just
Make his own
and he from Mississippi.
He from Mississippi.
And of course, my second pick. He's right out here in Fayetteville, Georgia. He throws a lot of events, and he's fat. Rick Ross.
Come
Let
on,
me tell you something. If you could trust Rick Ross and nothing else, you could trust him. I trust Rick Ross on the grill more than I trust him as a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, wow, this is so hard. This is so hard for me, man.
When we come back to you, you got
No. Stay right there. Stay right there. No, I need a girl. I'm gonna say Queen Latifah.
Okay.
You know, cause she ain't big, but she ain't small, and she look like she can make some delectable ribs.
Okay.
She hefty, like they used to say.
Indeed.
She is hefty. That brings me to
Hefty.
D Jones. D Jones is in this music thing a lot. D, so D, with your music expertise, who would you find the 3 rappers that you would trust on the grill?
Well, I'm gonna go. I had Rick Ross, but since Rodney took him, I'm gonna take him.
I
off
did.
mine.
I did.
I'm gonna take him off mine. I'm gonna go with a group. I'm gonna go down south. 8 Ball and MJG. I think they have a dope barbecue. You know what I'm saying? I think they
8
both
Ball,
have
damn
separate
show.
grills.
I think they do now. They
flipping.
probably do now. Like they probably doing them now. Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like they're
And they from Memphis?
Yes, you hear me? I'm gonna go Jazzy Faye. It just like Jazzy Faye. He dressed like he be on the grill anyway. You know what I'm saying? He got the chef hat, probably apron. He got the music. He gonna have the best music at his barbecue.
Oh yeah, it's a Jazzy Fiddle production shizzle.
Yes, and I'm gonna go. He might not be the best on the grill, but it's gonna be in the backyard by the pool, and it's gonna be the dopest barbecue you ever been to. He's my uncle. He's your uncle, Luther Campbell. Okay,
Wow.
Uncle Luther.
Entertainment gonna be on.
I will be at his barbecue.
I didn't even think about that one. That would be a nice barbecue in the summertime
what?
day. Yeah, that would be a nice barbecue.
Yeah.
That leads
Only
me
thing
to,
about Luke is all the girls that got older now, so they're your grandparents.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
but he would have younger girls. He ain't stay with them same girls.
I
Come
went
on,
to his
Oh, he got
concert
them
last
same
year.
girls. I'm telling you.
Yeah. All right. So that brings me to the filmmaker Jason Hayes. Filmmaker Jay, talk to me, man. Who you got as 3 rappers you would trust on the grill?
Real quick, Rodney. This hip replacement surgery is amazing. Okay,
Okay.
we can get him. We can get him back in playing shape. You should have said dead or alive, Frank, because to me, there's an obvious answer and it's one group that will take up all 3 slots.
Okay.
Wow.
I would trust the Fat Boys, baby.
Wow.
I would trust Frank Ski, Buff
Yep.
Love,
All you can
and
eat.
Mhm.
and Prince Marky D.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think them boys know their way around the grill of 3. You know what I'm saying?
You said all 3.
That's a good one right there.
But since I mean, since they're a group, I'm gonna say the Fat Boys top spot for sure. Number 2, I'm gonna go Trick Daddy.
Oh,
Trick
yeah.
Daddy
good
got
one.
a cooking show
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
called "Bitch I Got My Pots."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do it, do we?
Yeah.
Yeah, he be cooking for real.
Yeah, he do.
Trick own restaurants and everything down in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 3, like you said, it's always good, to have a female rapper. I'm gonna go with the girl. I'm forgetting her name right now. From the No Limit Soldiers from New Orleans. I
Mia
bet
X.
you she can make some. Yeah, right. Mia X.
Everybody can cook down there.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you she can grill some chicken, cook some jambalaya, some gumbo, and have all that thing sizzling.
Mm-hmm. I think I would like that. So that would lead me to my other halftime question, Rodney Perry, because we gotta have halftime. This is halftime of Box Seats. Continuing on with halftime, Rodney Perry, give me movie cinema's worst movie sidekicks. Whether you might have liked the movie, you hated the sidekick, whatever excuse you want to say, Rodney Perry, but give me movie cinema's worst movie sidekicks.
I mean, I'm such a positive guy. I try not to look at the worst, but man,
However,
however, what's never. Um,
oh snap!
wow. Charlie Sheen.
Okay.
Charlie Sheen, him and Chris Tucker did that movie, and everybody said Chris Tucker was the sidekick, but to me, Charlie Sheen was the sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
He was the sidekick in that movie, and
That was Money Talks, right?
that was Money Talks,
Money
man.
talks.
Yeah.
I just felt like he could have been a stronger sidekick, man. And how about this? Um, when I'm gonna say Kevin Hart, even though I gave yesterday, I said he was a great duo, but Kevin Hart, he's such a big star, he overshadowed a sidekick sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And he got to be a sidekick. And then I finally wanted I mean, when I was in adult cinema, man, and I first did my first scene with Cherokee. She wasn't the best, man, and
That's what you're going with.
I felt like I had to carry her through most scenes, and even though,
That's what you're going with, Rodney Perry. Cherokee
yeah.
is as the worst movie sidekick. All right.
I mean, I just had to carry her a lot, and I didn't want to. And she's heavier than she looked because she's real solid.
Okay.
And she looks heavy, so that's
I
real
mean,
heavy.
Yeah. I mean, she like 175 now, but she was 250 then.
Ooh. And what was the other 50? Well, never mind.
Yeah, you don't want to get into that.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that. That means D Jones. That leaves me with who was your worst movie sidekicks, cinema's worst movie sidekicks? Because right now we at halftime of Box Seats. So at halftime,
I'm gonna go G Money.
Wow, nice.
Oh man, he got in his feelings, bro.
Yeah.
And laxed on the company and brought down $1 million industry.
What
Edmund
movie?
Carter.
Tell everybody
Over
what movie
a
that
chick.
is. Yeah.
So
Wow,
it's gotta
that's
be
a great one right there. That's a great one.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Gotta be
Exactly.
G Money. I'm gonna go Rico and pay it in full. He was terrible. He was a terrible sidekick. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go. Who else we gonna go with? Right now that's all I can think of is them two.
What?
I want to say I don't know which one of them in Miami Vice, but one of them was terrible.
Crockett and Tubbs.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Let's
not
go
Crockett,
Tubbs.
not
Yeah.
Tubbs.
Let's go with Tubbs. He was terrible sidekick. And let's also go not movie, but what was the taller chick from Golden Girls? She was the worst one on the show.
Not
Okay?
Blanche.
Not Blanche.
No, Dorothy.
Dorothy. Not Dorothy. What the tall one?
Dorothy the
That's
tall one.
Dorothy. That's Dorothy. Yeah.
That's Dorothy.
Okay.
We're gonna have to get white chocolate.
B. Arthur.
Yeah,
B. Arthur. She was the worst one on the show. Everybody else on the show made the show.
Yeah, that was a great show too. Love that show. That means that filmmaker Jason Hayes is in the building. Give me the worst movie sidekicks.
I got the. You know what? I'm gonna start with number one spot. The worst movie sidekick ever in the history of all movies ever made.
Wow.
Jar Jar Binks.
Wow.
Very true. Very true. Very true.
Bro, Jar Jar Binks is the worst creation ever put in a movie for people to see in public.
Not bad.
Now, number two, I'm gonna go Chucky from Juice. I got the funky dope moves. Y'all remember Chucky, the little fat Puerto Rican kid in the movie Juice?
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
about
he let everybody down.
He kept doing the worst stuff ever in life and almost got everybody killed, but ultimately just got himself killed, which is just how things go in the streets. And number three, who really could be number one, because he almost got everybody in the whole place killed. Kilt. K-I-L-T. Kilt. Can't get right from loss. From life.
Can't get
right was knocking down the prison warden's daughter and got her pregnant with a black baby in Mississippi in the 1940s.
I'm that baby pappy.
I'm the pappy.
Right?
They all had to offer up themselves as a sacrifice just to save his one dumbass life, bro. That's the worst sidekick ever. How you gonna jeopardize everybody's life?
But he also made it to the major leagues.
That he did.
I think you missed a major point in Juice. The worst sidekick was the 30 people on top of the roof watching him fall off.
Oh.
They just watched Pac fall off the roof. They was standing
no. Oh my God.
Turn around. You got the juice now. Y'all could have helped.
Yeah, that's true.
You got the juice now.
They just watching them trying to fall off the roof and 30 people up there watching.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, listen, I live in New York City, and the first thing you learn is mind your own business. I'm just saying.
So that means
mind your own business, dog.
All right, Rodney Perry. So this last one, because we running over time, but I want to squeeze this one in because we had halftime for box seats. Is we know there are three groups that get together, Rodney, right? We know three groups all the time are getting together right now, and sometimes they're seamless, like New Edition, Tony Braxton, and Boyz II Men are on tour right now. So Rodney Perry, with that being said, and it seemed like a seamless three-group act, right? Rodney Perry, what three acts could tour together that you got, that makes sense? I like the way that those three getting together.
Wow, that's a great question, Frank. Let's see. Group of three. Let's say Jodeci. I'm putting Jodeci as my base group, right? Because everybody loves Jodeci. And then for my girl, Jodeci, I put Brandy. Brandy, outside of running over that one person, she had a great career.
That one person.
Jodeci, Brandy, and Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat never makes a non-hit. So that would be a great show, man. I would pay my good money to see it.
That show would never get off on time either. That would be a hot. I could think of so much drama right there, but I ain't even want to jump into it. D Jones, what three acts could you see tour together?
I'm gonna go Mint Condition.
Ooh, nice.
I'm gonna throw in there Eric Roberson. Jill Scott.
Oh, that's a nice show. Good.
Yeah, that's all Neo Soda. That could end up being a little sleepy.
Yeah, and you know what, bro? You the promoter of the year. We should put that together.
He said sleepy.
Jay, give me your three acts.
You said to make sense together, right? Not, that would be like the best show, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, these three make sense to me. Mystical, R.
What?
Kelly, and Diddy.
You know what? You know what?
Those three.
What we calling that tour? What's the
Yeah,
name
Wait.
of that tour?
You better cover. You better cover it up to her.
Hey, leave your daughters at home to her.
You better cover it up to her. Mystical rapes women, R. Kelly rapes girls, and Diddy rapes men. Ain't
Let's
nobody safe. That's what's
Call
called
it
the nobody
the
safe tour.
raincoat tour. Everybody got
It's the nobody safe tour.
That's a PP tour.
You know what I mean? Listen, but don't they make sense on the same
That the
ticket?
name of the tour. The urine tastes salty.
And they all went to prison for it.
Yeah, they all did.
Coming to a
They
prison
might be
near
touring together right now.
They tour. They making the cell block circuit right now.
They having a tiny sale concert right now.
Yo,
Where's Key and Peele when you need them, man? Dang. The tiny cell. Oh my God, that'll be hilarious.
That would be. We need to get them to do that. That'd be hilarious. All right, Rodney, you up next, man. Let's jump back. Halftime is now over. Let's get back to it, man. Rodney Perry, the head coach of the New York Jets, his name is Aaron Glenn. He made an announcement a week ago, some change ago. He said that, you know what? I'm going to call the defensive play calls for the New York Jets that are moving forward. I'm going to do it. A lot of people clowned him. What you think, Rodney Perry?
well, you know what? He deserved to be clowned. You know, because he is a clown. You know what I'm saying? He got the. I wouldn't mind seeing him with the white paint on his face, with the lipstick going around with the red lipstick. I mean, when you a clown, that's what being a clown. You got to wear the whole. And he seems like he's driving the car with 9 other people. So he is a clown, and I like the guy being a clown, and he might be the worst signal caller of all time.
Okay, that's one definite way to look at it. D. Jones, for a head coach to make this announcement after the year he just had as one of the worst teams in the league, how are you taking this that Aaron Glenn is coming out saying, you know, I used to be play caller for the Detroit Lions. I know how to call defense.
And everybody who know me know I hate the Lions with a passion. Okay. Aaron Glenn was the second best coach on that team behind Ben Johnson. Aaron Glenn can call. He didn't have players on defense with the Lions, and they play hell of a defense. They don't say nothing with offensive head coaches call the plays, so I don't see a problem with Aaron Glenn trying to call plays for the defense because it's the Jets. What you got to lose? Like, win or lose, go for it, man. It's the Jets. Like,
but D, why didn't he step in and do this earlier when they was on that losing streak?
I didn't know. I thought he was always calling the plays. Maybe I have no idea why he didn't, because maybe he was. I don't know. I have no clue, man.
All right, okay. So let me see what Jay got to say. Jay, what you got to say about this?
So y'all, you know, I mean, Ryan, you know, you've been in entertainment for a long time, you know, and so have I. And one of the first things I learned when I became a filmmaker, like a director and a producer and stuff, and if people want to give you feedback, you know, when you're really going to be the one responsible. So I learned very early on, if I'm going to be responsible, I'm going to be responsible, right? So, you know, the saying goes, success has many fathers, but failure is an orphan, right?
Yes, sir.
So as bad as they were last year, he wasn't calling the play, but he was still responsible for it, right? So he's saying, look, if I'm going to be responsible for it, I'm going to be responsible for it. Because if I get run up out of it, they want to fire that man in year 1 from the Jets. And they ain't done nothing since Joe Namath. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm Aaron Glenn, I'm going to say, you know what? Let me call my own, call my own defense, or, build a defense that, that I want to see for myself. Because at the end of the day, he going to be the dude responsible and take the heat for it all. So if they can run me out of town, they can run me out of town, me doing it the way I had to do it. Not call somebody else.
You know, you make a whole lot of great points, but I guess the hot topic is, guys, will the Jets do that? You know what I mean? Like that's the thing is, will the Jets do that? Will the Jets allow this man to Jets ownership allow him to call? And he said he's stepping up to do that. And if he fails, I'm if he fails, you all tell me what you think. I personally think that if he fails, he's gone. He's gone. I
Oh,
think
he definitely gone.
mm-hmm.
He's gonna be gone if he doesn't call the plays and they're terrible.
Mm.
So you may as well, go down swinging.
Yeah, Jay, you want one last word with this? I mean, D, you want one last word with that?
He's a black coach with one of the worst franchises in football.
The worst.
He damn near, damn if he do, damn if he don't.
Yeah, that's one way of saying it. Speaking of that, let's look at this Nick Sirianni situation, Rodney Perry. Nick Sirianni, the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, for those of you out there who are not paying attention right now, there's a strong belief around the league that Sirianni's future with the Eagles is essentially tied to whether the Eagles offense gets it right in 2026, specifically whether Jalen Hurts rebounds and levels up, and whether the new offensive coordinator, Sean Mannion, stabilizes and upgrades the offense. If Sirianni does not have a good season, word is that he will get fired, Rodney Perry, which could shock and rock a lot of people around the league. What's your take on this, Rodney Perry?
I mean, the reality is crazy, man. It's a what have you done for me lately league. So you take a team, you win a Super Bowl, you got all this stuff in Philly, and 2 years later, people are asking, do you even have a secure job? That is crazy to me. And so I think Sirianni is definitely on the chopping block, but but it shouldn't be.
Right.
He should be secure for another decade, but it's just not like that in the league anymore.
Rodney Perry, I got to correct one thing you said. You said 2 years. He literally won the Super Bowl this time last year. He was the Super Bowl winner.
Right.
This time last year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. A year ago, we were talking about, everybody was talking about Philly, and now it's like
every time we was talking about Philly, Rodney, they were talking about Philly could repeat. You know what I mean? That was the big thing going into the season, that Philly had a great chance of repeating. And that was all everybody was talking about.
And this year they say that the quarterback can't even throw. It's crazy.
Yeah,
and they didn't miss the playoffs. They made the playoffs.
Yeah, they made the playoffs. Yeah, they did. D Jones, where you coming out with this, bro? Because at the end of the day, we all talk about, you're good at during the time. You're good as your last game is. What's your take, D Jones?
We talking about the Eagles. Didn't they fire Doug Peterson right after he won the Super Bowl? Like
less than 3 years after.
Yeah, it was 3 years.
So it's the same with this guy, really. You know what I'm saying? Almost. And I think Doug Peterson was a better coach than him because he get into it with the fans. He get into it with his players.
Right.
Something about him just ain't right. I think the only reason they winning is because he had good assistant coaches.
Mm-hmm.
What's the coach in New Orleans now? When he was calling plays, when Kellen Moore was calling plays, everything was all right. Kellen Moore gone, you got to go too, bro. So I think they kept the wrong coach. I don't think Sirianni's a great coach, and it sucks that Jalen Hurts get a new offensive coordinator every year since he's been in college.
Right.
He has no
since college forward.
Yeah, so there's no consistency in his career, and he's still winning though.
So that leads me to Jay. Jay, this is a hot topic around the league because everybody's talking about how the Eagles fell apart so fast. That's what the word is. Even though they still made it to the playoffs, they still are a pretty good team. You know what I mean? A couple of plays here, ball bounces, a couple of plays here or there. They could have even been in the NFC, championship game. So it depends how you look at it, I guess. What's your take, Jay?
See, this is what happens when you let mouth breathers have access to the internets.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You sound
right.
true.
The Eagles went 11-7 last season and won their division.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They had a home playoff game where they lost to a really hot San Francisco 49ers team, only by 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
So to say how did they fall apart, that's insane. Like you want to fire a dude who won a Super Bowl last year, won you 11 games this year, and you're saying you on the clock. So what's the standard? If he don't win a Super Bowl, he out of there? What if he repeats what he did this year? So clearly winning 11 games is not good enough. So what he got to do, win 12 games, 13 games? It's asinine to even hear this dude talking about they want to get rid of this guy. It makes no sense to me.
You know, I'm gonna say this. I think that this NFL situation, this NFL problem, is a problem that's getting worse every single season because people look at things that certain coaches do, like obviously the Seattle Seahawks coach, New England Patriots coach, when they turn the team around so fast, and other ownership expect that. Really, you know what I mean? They expect. Look at the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears turned everything around really quickly too, but every team can't do that. And to get back and sit back and say, you know what, you can't give me that, you fire it. I think I think it's really, like as Jay said, the word he uses, asinine. Am I wrong? Anybody?
No. I think you're absolutely right.
Well, let me move on to the next final thing that I wanted to ask, because again, we're talking about people who sitting there saying, you know, yay, we need to get rid of this person, get rid of this person, get rid of that person. Rodney Perry, this is a topic that I couldn't believe that was happening right now. We're talking about CJ Stroud, and literally the question was asked to the GM of the Houston Texans, and the question was, should the Houston Texans trade CJ Stroud? I was like, how about get an offensive line first? That's why my first thing jumped out of my head when I heard the question.
Right.
But what's your take on this, Rodney Perry?
I mean, I come from Chicago, the Chicago Bear world. We went many years without an offensive line, and the hardest thing to replace is big guys. And they would assume get rid of CJ before they can get a new offensive line. But here's the reality: no quarterback is good when he's on the ground. No quarters. So they're gonna replace CJ. I promise you, they're gonna replace CJ, and then maybe 2 seasons down the line, they'll start to get smart. And that's the same thing Chicago did.
Well, before I move
So
on,
the next quarterback will be horrible too.
Before I move on, Rodney Perry, how are you feeling about Chicago Bears moving out of Chicago?
I mean, I don't like to talk. I don't like to talk of it, And I mean, it's a sad day when the Chicago Bears move out of Chicago, man. NFL leaving. I mean, you got to think. There's how do I put this? There's benchmark teams in the NFL. There's Pittsburgh, there's Dallas, and there's Chicago.
Great
And
point.
so you got to leave. Chicago got to stay put just for the sake of again. There's Pittsburgh, there's Dallas, there's the 49ers, there's Chicago, and Chicago is one of those teams that you can't move a team like that.
Yeah. All right, D Jones, let's get back to the Houston Texans, man. Should they trade CJ Stroud or not?
For who? Like, who did you? Who? Like, he's a franchise quarterback. He's still young. He can get better. The problem is they just happened to come up against the best team in the AFC last year. You know what I'm saying? The best franchise in football history. And that's why this subject has come about. Had they not come up against Drake May and the great New England Patriots, we wouldn't even have this conversation. So this is the Patriots' fault. This is Drake May's fault. And no, I would not trade CJ Stroud. Shout out to the Patriots.
Yeah, I like the way he threw that in there.
Yeah.
See, Jay, what's your take on this, bro? Should the Houston Texans trade CJ Stroud?
I wanna disagree with D Jones about it's the Patriots' fault, but yeah, it's their fault, kind of, because of how they did beat him, but only because he played so terribly, right? And we know that the Patriots won for real because the Seahawks put that elbow grease on him during the game.
Here we go. You
know what I mean? So we know it wasn't Patriots for real. But the issue is, this is what's coming up. He was so bad. I mean, he was so bad that the Texans have to take a hard look at and ask questions, is this our guy? Because he's going into year 4. Or is it year 3?
4.
3 or 4, right? So it's going to be a situation where they got to pay this guy, pick up options on his contract or extend him and stuff like that. So to me, it's a reasonable argument, that has to be had, about him, because, dude, I mean, he was just so terrible in that thing. He only looked good, to Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because he was just hot. baby oil glazed buns out there in that game.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying because
Speaking of buns, maybe instead of CJ Stroud, they go get Bun B.
Right, somebody, man. He was terrible, man. I mean, I've never seen a quarterback play that bad in my lifetime.
It wasn't
anybody made a
fault.
hamburger that good needs some love.
He played the Patriots. It's not his fault.
All right, before we roll up out of here, I want to ask one quick question. One real quick question. I got 2 minutes. Rodney Perry, you think Kyler Murray is going to go to the Jets?
Oh, God.
Kyler Murray is going to go to adult films.
He definitely performed better, that's for sure.
I mean, Kyler Murray, he did his best. Great job, guy. And if you need a manager, I'm available.
D. Jones, you think Kyler Murray going to the Jets?
Minnesota Vikings.
That's a good thought. That's a good thought. Unless they get what's his name?
Rodgers.
No. The guy they had who they cut. Kirk Cousins. Unless they get Kirk Cousins. Yeah, that's a possibility. Kirk Cousins might go back because he's getting cut by Atlanta. There's a part that right there. Jay, where do you think Kyler Murray's gonna go?
He needs to pursue what he really loved to do and become a professional video gamer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean that's what he committed to doing. I mean, playing football is like, whatever about that. So
he does,
I mean, somebody's gonna pick him up.
Hart, don't he?
What's that, D?
He does stunts for Kevin Hart.
Wow.
He way bigger than Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he They look the same size on TV, but you never know.
But as he goes, man, I mean, listen, he was #1 overall pick. He'd have made $200 million in the NFL. And, he has talent. So there's always a coach that feels like I can fix him. So he's going to get at least one more stop because he's only had one stop so far. So somebody's going to pick him up, whether it's the Jets or somebody else.
All right, so looking at the time, I want to ask you guys, what you guys doing heading into the weekend? What's going on? What's going on in your world? Let's start with Rodney Perry. Rodney Perry, what's going on in your world, bro? What you got going on?
I'm directing a piece for Jesney Brown on the 4th. And next weekend, I'll be headed to Cleveland for the Cleveland Improv.
Okay. All right, and how can we follow you, Rodney Perry?
Rodney Perry Live on all social media.
There it is. And let's start. Ask D. Jones. D. Jones, what you got going on in your world, bro?
First of all, shout out to J. Anthony Brown. The conversation I had with him over the summer is hilarious. I am doing research on the people Rodney Perry used to manage.
Okay. How can we follow you, D. Jones?
313 D Jones. 313 D Jones. And catch me on Remy Ma's new network. I got a movie on there called Enemy in My House on the Remy Network.
Okay. And that means, Jay, how can we follow you? What's going on in your world?
Got a strange feeling D. Jones gonna be doing their research with a box of Kleenex and a bottle of Jergens.
Maybe. Good possibility.
Hey, man, listen, I'm out here writing. I got to get these stories out, man. So I'm doing a polish. So this weekend, I'm really going to knuckle down and really try to clean up a lot of stuff I got with the script I'm working on. And you can follow me at JD Hayes at Fanbase.
All right, there it is. Howie Bell was unable to make it today because he is in the Netherlands doing his thing. And Rodney Perry stepped in beautifully. Rodney Perry, thank you for doing that, man. We greatly appreciate you.
Don't bring them hats back, man.
Yeah. Hold on. What's wrong with the hats? What's wrong with the hats?
I'm just
Hey, Bobby!
Hey, why Frank like the Grim Reaper?
I told you.
Hey, Fonse, hold on. Do I wear it to lean it to the side? Do I look like this, Rodney? Do I do it like this? Or do I look...
It's close. You got to put. You got to hit it.
Yeah.
Frank look like all his birds smell like rum.
You probably gonna make some enchiladas after this.
Y'all stupid.
Yeah, we'll see y'all on Monday, man. The name of the show is called Box Seats, man. Thank y'all for watching. Greatly appreciate y'all. Peace.
Hey, what you need, yeah? Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it,
Thanks, guys. That show